Good evening, guys. Tush coming at you. Monday, January 9th, just after 7 o'clock. Little power hour or two after work. Pretty darn cold in the garage tonight, about 4 degrees Celsius, so that's about 38 degrees Fahrenheit. So I guess we'll have to work more quickly to keep warm. Anyway, back in the garage and having a look at the welding of that wheel tub section. Stopped on my way home from Home Depot, and you've heard me complain often about the price of these things. So 4 grinding discs and 12 cutting wheels, $81.27 later. I think by the time we're all said and done with this car, we'll probably have well over $500 worth of Dremel bits into it. Anyway, like I said, we'll start grinding down those welds, and then we'll start with the overlap repair from the body. To finish this off. So not sure how far we'll get tonight, but I'll bring you updates along the way. See you in a bit. Alright guys, the grinding is done, and I think that looks pretty good. We've got a couple spot welds to do sort of in this area here before we start overwrapping this area here. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray this with some zinc primer. We'll let it dry. We'll do a few of those plug welds here, and then we will start making our overlay patches. Alright guys, we'll come back. Guys, the first patch we're going to start with is from this area here over to about this area here. There's a little notch here. I don't know if you can just see that. So that patch looks something like this. So obviously these cutout shapes go around the cage nuts here. So we're going to create a patch that looks like that, and we're going to weld that in. So we'll do one patch to start with, and then we'll probably, hopefully, be able to do the rest maybe in 2 or 3 patches. We'll see. We'll go as large a patch as we feel comfortable with. Alright guys, so on my patches, what I find useful for doing curved patches is I usually make a piece that's larger than that's required, and to get at least the outside sort of arch started, what I do is I put the patch on and I overlap it off the back, hold it down, get your marker, scribe your line along the body line from the top, and then flip it back over, and that gives you a rough place to start as far as creating your patch. So I thought I'd just give you a quick shot of that. So that will get you pretty close on the top side. So what I do now on the bottom side is I just again hold the patch in place, sort of bring it down to the lip on the inside, and again I've run a marker along the inside. This, keeping in mind you want to sort of start this patch where you want it to actually be. So again, this is just to get it close, so flip that back over, and then we've got the sort of the starting point of where we need to trim the bottom patch. So there's where we're at for the start of the patch. So now we'll sort of fine tune it. We'll find the 2 cage nut holes, and we'll go from there, and we'll trim it up a little bit better. You can see we've got the curve pretty much following along, so we're just going to shorten that up a little bit, probably shorten this flange down a little bit, and then we should be good to go. Alright guys, the top of the flange is welded in, not ground but welded. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do these plug welds. So we've got the set screws screwed into the cage nuts to pull that back plate up tight. So that you can see now that that's nice and flush. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these plug welds, then we'll do some grinding, and that's all she wrote. Alright guys, end of night update. There's a look at that patch, all completed and ground down. So we're looking good. We'll move on to the next patch, but that'll wait till tomorrow night. We'll upload this tonight, get it out of the way, and we'll start fresh tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Good night.